Greetings, fellow explorers of the pixelated realm. I am Walker, your guide through the enchanted landscapes of Terraria. Join me on this epic journey as we delve into the mysteries of crafting, surviving, and conquering the unknown. From towering fortresses to treacherous dungeons, we'll face the challenges that await us. So strap in, grab your pickaxe, and let's embark on this adventure together. Welcome to my journey through Terraria Xbox One Edition. My first experience playing Terraria was around the age of 10 on my neighbor's Xbox, though I soon abandoned the Xbox version of the game in favor of the Steam edition I had just managed to purchase on my laptop. So here we are, years later, and I still have managed to hardly touch my Xbox One edition of Terraria. I can't say the same, however, for my Steam copy, where I have nearly 1,500 hours and have earned every achievement there is to get within the game. We have three main goals within this Xbox series, the first of which is to defeat the Moon Lord. The Moon Lord is the final boss of the game Terraria, and oft signifies the end of a playthrough. Oh, you thought that was where our playthrough would end? Oh, no, friends. We couldn't simply stop at the Moon Lord, as that would just be far too easy for the likes of us. The second goal of this series is to get all of the achievements that you can on the Xbox One edition of Terraria. I have 100%ed Terraria on the computer, but have since learned that the console has a completely separate set of achievements, some much harder to get than the PC variants of those achievements. I predict that this goal may take the longest of our three, as there are a number of achievements that I simply have no experience in, as they aren't on the PC version of the game. The final goal is to come out of this playlist as an expert at Xbox One Terraria and the champion of our world. With these three goals in mind, I finish creating my character, and I give this character the noble name of Duncan Idaho, as I know that any character that holds this great and lofty name will be able to achieve the noble goals that we have set forth. And with this, we are able to finish the creation process and finally press the create button. For this challenge, we will be using a world with the medium size and the difficulty of classic. And with that decided, it was now time to mash the randomize button. The Labyrinth of Dread is the winning name for our world, and with this, we load into the brand new game, seeing on the loading screen that the evil is Crimson. Unshockingly, we begin this adventure by chopping wood, and we achieve the basic achievement, Timber. Now that we have one achievement under our belt, and now that we are at a good amount of wood in our inventory, we decide to begin clearing a space to build a nice house. With our real estate looking a little cleaner, we craft and place a workbench, getting benched, and use it to craft a sword, as well as a hammer, achieving stop, hammer time. And that is when we notice, with disgust, that we got a sword with the modifier sluggish. And so with that, we make another sword and get the modifier demonic and decide that's good enough. Using our new hammer, we decide to clean up some more. Such a satisfying sound. Building montage start. With our new homestead complete, we decide that it is a perfect time to contemplate life, the universe, and everything. With no thoughts left in my head, I scroll right past the chairs and tables. I decide that instead of completing my house with those chairs and tables, it is time to explore to the left of our world. Upon seeing desert on the minimap, I quickly begin to go and grab cactus. And then... Don't ask me what made me think that I could tank a face monster with no armor, but we do now have our first death of the series. Respawning, we almost began going right before finally finding the chairs and tables in our hotbar. We then move to the right and begin fighting a green slime when suddenly we get the achievement No Hobo. Excitedly, we enter our first cave and find that upon entering an aglet and quickly equip it before we continue down into this cave. After battling a red slime and a worm, we are rewarded with flippers as well as a band of regeneration, achieving I Am Loot. While mining, we got the achievement Ooh Shiny by mining some copper. Moving down and to the left, we find a big open cave with a life crystal and a completely innocent golden chest. Well, unfortunate, our death did give us the achievements It's a Trap, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and Heartbreaker. Upon respawning, we quickly craft some gear and set up basic storage. While sorting our inventory, we see something out of the corner of our eye. Not only do we get 1 gold, but also the achievement Pretty in Pink before we continue back to sorting the rest of our stuff. Storing a last couple of things, we decide that we ought to craft a wooden bow to get some range. We then go to see Humphrey, getting the achievement Heavy Metal by buying an anvil from him. Yeah, we can't really craft anything, as we haven't mined nearly enough materials. I've started placing things again. It must be time for yet another building montage. Having made our house into a home, we store our money before we once again move to the right, ignoring the cave this time and heading across the surface. We soon discover a desert biome with a small oasis mini biome hidden within it. Soon after, we discover our jungle biome after we escape from this small cave using some rope that's hidden in our inventory. Upon entering the jungle, we enter into a small cave with 3 chests, which yield 2 more aglets and then 1 pair of climbing claws, which we immediately equip. After fighting some green slimes, we get both of the aglets before attempting to mine farther down and then deciding that we wanted to keep what we had and not lose any of our money, and so with that we just decide to use one of our potions to teleport home. And yeah, so with this, we've come to the end of episode 1. Terraria on the Xbox One will be difficult, especially for me who has way too many hours on the PC and far too little experience on the controller. Though, we know that this will be quite rewarding. If you did happen to enjoy this video, please show your support for it by liking the video. And if you enjoy my voice, or if you just enjoy the content, please consider subscribing, as it would be a big help to me. Comment your honest opinion about the idea of this series, and about how I do things around here. Let me know what you think, because I would rather adapt around you. If you have any suggestions that you want me to know, if you have any ideas or anything that helped you transition from playing Terraria on the PC to playing Terraria on the Xbox or on the console, then please put them down in the comments as well. If you have funny jokes or any silly ideas that you would like me to undertake throughout this series, please comment so I can consider doing them or not. If you think that I should try a certain class throughout this series, please comment that below. I would love to have discourse with the community, and that can only be achieved if there are comments on this video. And so, we've come to the end of this very first of episodes, and finally we're going to buy a bug net at the very end before we sign off, because next time we'll probably need to get to some fishing so we can make good potions for our boss fights in the future. We glance at the forest pylon and hope that maybe someday we'll have enough money to buy it and start up our pylon network. Now, we realize that this is probably a really good stopping point for the first video. And so, we come to the realization within the game that it's time to exit off. And so, we look through our chests one more time, see what we can craft, and after having a final glance around at everything in this world, we decide that this is in fact the time to sign off. And so, I find myself rambling. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. And if you have anything you want to say, as long as it's not hurtful to other people, please feel free to post it within the comments of this video. Don't forget to smile, and treat yourself and your peers with respect. See you in the next video. Stay safe. Signing off.